All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Stay Creative, the show that's all about positive people who are staying creative during this crazy quarantine pandemic. I have a very special guest for you today, and her name is Rosie. Rosie, say hi to all your fans.
Hello.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to jump right into the questions here. So my first one is, what have you been doing during this quarantine to stay creative?
Well, I've been cooking a lot. We've been playing games. My daughter got us to do a TikTok, taking master's classes, just learning new things and just having fun with it.
So I know you have a really great resume in the cooking world. Can you kind of give us elaborate on that, please? Tell us all the things you've done. You've cooked for celebrities. You've worked for the Ritz Carlton in Pasadena. Elaborate.
Yeah, I did all those things. I was a private chef, and I did have a few celebrity clients that I worked for. I don't know if you want me to name drop or not. But,
Of course. Who you got?
Oh, I did have the privilege. I'll tell you one story. I did have the privilege of working, just doing a dinner once for Kobe Bryant. It was right before he won the big championship. And so that was a wonderful experience. Super nice gentleman walked me to my car. I've worked for Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith and some other people that are on the West Side that you guys may know. But it's been a fun ride to be able to go into people's homes and work with them and make something delicious for them. So I've quite enjoyed that.
So I heard you have a cooking show. I want to know all about it. Tell me what it's about.
Well, it's about cooking, learning how to make delicious, easy, simple meals. And so it's from me as a chef showing you how to make your stuff look like a pro as well.
So have you been working with your daughters on this cooking show, or is it mainly you?
I work with my daughters. One of my daughters, she films and she edits and she does all the stuff for me, thank God. So my daughter, Sasha, she's been helping me a lot. So,
well, she's a film school student, right?
Yeah, she went to LOXA for film, and then now she's at Parsons in New York, and she's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she's got some skills too.
Yeah, so. Yeah, she's got a few skills to help her mom out, which I have zero skills.
So tell me a little bit about the show format. So you prep stuff, you cook it. I mean, I don't know, so I haven't seen it yet, but just tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, so I'll talk to you about the first episode. It's a pasta dish that's very creamy and garlicky, and I did a plant-based one just to show people how delicious plant-based can be and how simple, and it's delicious and it's beautiful. So that's my goal, is to, because a lot of people are scared of cooking and there's no need to be afraid. It's just, you just need a couple of few tips and some instructions, and you too can make something really fabulous.
Tell me the 5 favorite ingredients that you use in most of your cooking recipes.
Okay. It's usually going to be a good olive oil, garlic, herbs, and some type of protein and some type of vegetable.
And so what's your favorite go-to recipe for your family? What do you make?
Ooh, you know what? I really cook a lot of breakfast stuff. So it's usually like waffles and pancakes and biscuits and stuff like that. They like stuff like that. I'm meanwhile having a fresh smoothie because these hips can't take pancakes every day.
So if you are down the road, would you ever have your own restaurant? And if so, what kind of restaurant would it be if you did want one?
If I were to have my own restaurant, it would probably be a breakfast and lunch cafe, because those are my favorite dishes. I like to do brunch, the brunch meals like frittatas and egg dishes and savory dishes and pastas and things like that. Those are my favorite. And a little bit of seafood too.
Seafood and waffles, shrimp and waffles. Yeah.
Yes, my favorites.
I don't think I've ever had those two together, but I don't like shrimp, so I guess that works for me.
Oh, you don't? Oh, what do you like, chicken?
I love brunch. Yeah, I'm a chicken person and I'm a brunch person, but I'm not a seafood person at all. But that's okay. I still would go to your place. I'd support you. I'd definitely, I know that you make great food. I've had some of it before. It's delicious.
Oh, thank you. Well, we would have something on the menu for you. It would be the Alex plate.
Ooh, the
Alex
Alex
party
smoothie.
plate.
There you go. Sounds good. He has some DJ plate. The party platters right here. See?
Yeah.
Okay. So who during this time has inspired you? I want to hear who's your inspiration.
Ooh, that's a good question. I would have to say, I don't know about who, but I do know like the internet and being online has really inspired me to learn new things, to see new things, and also to grow and to expand just by getting online and connecting with other people that are online as well. So
Where do you go? Where do you look at? What are the things you watch on the internet?
well, my guilty pleasure is TikTok. I just found out about that. So, and they have everything. They have food on there too, and it's just hilarious. So I really like TikTok. And but for learning and inspiration is Instagram. Instagram is probably my biggest one because it's just opened up a whole new world for me because I just started Instagram. So I see recipes on there. I see people with lifestyle, what other people are doing during the quarantine. You can, find out about exercising on there. It's just a whole world of things that you can learn and discover and find out and kind of like live through people, especially during this quarantine. Everybody's opened up their homes. There are a lot of celebrities and people of all walks of life who have opened up their homes on Instagram and showing and talking about what they're doing day to day. And it just made me feel like we're all in this together. This is our new norm. And this is how we were connecting with others, was through social media.
I agree. I think that this is an opportunity for people to learn about others, but also themselves. And, while I've been on lockdown, I decided to set this all up and highlight the accomplishments of my friends, all the creative people just like you. And it's been very fulfilling. We do like 70 of these a day. And wow. I get to talk to all these great, very talented people just like yourself and learn, step into your world for a minute. It's very fulfilling for me. I love it.
Oh, thank you for doing this. This is awesome.
Oh, my pleasure. So I want to know if you could, in this segment, talk to our audience and offer some inspirational words during this time.
Okay. I would say, don't be afraid. Just get out there and just do it. And especially now, to me, I feel like people are searching and looking for knowledge and looking for your strengths and your gifts and what you have. And everybody's open and available to receiving it. So just
exactly. Just get out there. Just make things happen. Exactly. Like there's no boundaries now. Everyone thinks like, oh my gosh, I have all these constraints, but really you have way less constraints. You don't have a boss coming down on you. Right. You can wake up when you want. So you get up, make your amazing brunch dish. You got 3 or 4 people in your house who just are your taste testers. It's great. And you can then share all that with the world by making your show, which is exciting too. So Rosie, how did you get into cooking, especially during this quarantine time? I want you to elaborate, please.
Well, I started cooking because there were items at the grocery store that were limited. And also, you didn't have a lot of ingredients in your home. So you had to cook with what you had at home. So a lot of things like rice and pasta and ramen. And so I was like, you know what, let me show people what they can do with fried rice, with leftover rice. Let's make fried rice. And with ramen noodles, there were no more on the shelves. And I was like, okay, everybody must have ramen noodles. So I showed them like a ramen noodle hack, how you can make it really delicious. And you just toss out that package and make something really good. So that's what got me started, was just being at home and seeing the need to, make food from the ingredients that you had in your pantry.
No, that's exciting because I agree. Like I remember when I went into the stores and everything was empty. It was like, and it was a fight to get beans, Yeah. And never did I ever want beans back in the day, but I was like, I need beans. I don't know why, but Every website said you need protein and you need it to last for a long time. So you need beans today.
Yeah.
So it was kind of reminded me of Christmas time when people are fighting over the same toys. They're fighting over a can of beans.
And now it's food. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So that got started and then it was well received, and people were glad to actually see a friendly face, you know, that they knew, and to come into the home with me to see what I was doing. And, you know, and I just know this from the response that people had. And I was kind of overwhelmed, like, wow, I just didn't think it would go that well, you know, but it was very pleasant to know that people wanted to learn something new and to hear and see what I had to say.
Well, I got to tell you, once again, your food is delicious, but I think you have a great TV personality too. It's very endearing, very warm, you're friendly, you know, personality. And I think that would be very nice to have, like, for you to teach, you know, even family members how to kind of, you know, make great food rather than just cereal and toast.
Right.
Because that's all we eat at my house. So I have a friend who is making a recipe book for his mom of all of her recipes. Is there any advice you would give to him on how to get started? Because I think he feels a little intimidated.
I would say just start with the recipe that you love and the recipe that you know the best first, and also have taste testers and make sure that they can follow the instruction, like give the recipe and, you know, ask them to make it so that you can make sure that that recipe is correct.
So when's the Rosie cookbook coming out?
Ooh, it'll probably maybe next year this time. We're in the works of making something happen for.
Well, if you're making a TV show, basically every episode is a recipe in the cookbook.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's next, because on Instagram you got to have like your recipes printed out. So that I'm working on that too, simultaneously doing everything, and everything is brand new.
All right, Rosie, I want you to tell our audience where you live online. First off, YouTube.
Rosie Godycki is the channel on YouTube.
All right, and Instagram?
At Rosie Godycki.
Okay. And then you have a Roku show. Tell us about where we can find you there.
It's on the Wellness channel on Roku, and the show is Cooking with Rosie.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we look forward to looking into all of that. And in the meantime, if you guys want to learn more about how to produce your own show, if you want to learn about marketing, building your brand, building your website, distribution of your product, feel free to go to Spy Game Studios. We've got a lot of creative people. And if you want, maybe we can even collaborate with Rosie here and she can teach us how to cook too. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you on our show. We wish you all the best of luck. And we want to try those dishes once this quarantine is over. I can't wait. I'm getting hungry.
Let's eat.